Welcome to the BayPay Forum Daily News Podcast. I'm Lisa with your quick roundup of the latest in payments and fintech. Today's show is sponsored by paycademy.com, over 230 payments courses available anytime, anywhere. Now let's get straight to the news.
Clay selects Go Cardless to streamline loan disbursements and repayments. Clay has announced its partnership with Go Cardless in order to streamline loan disbursements and repayments at scale. OpenPaid expands multi-currency access globally. OpenPaid has widened its multi-currency account coverage, allowing businesses to hold and transact in more than 70 currencies across its banking and payments infrastructure. Commerce unveils Big Commerce Payments. Supported by PayPal, Commerce has announced the launch of a new embedded payment processing solution, enabled by PayPal, exclusively available for Big Commerce merchants. Sola partners with Salt Edge to enable instant payments. European fintech Sola has partnered with Salt Edge to improve its payment features and accelerate the adoption of alternative payment methods in Europe. Revolut secures full banking license in Mexico. Revolut has obtained final regulatory approval to begin operating as a fully licensed digital bank in Mexico, marking its official entry into the country's retail banking sector. MoneyPoint raises $200 million in Series C funding. Africa-based financial platform for businesses, MoneyPoint, has raised more than $200 million in equity financing in a Series C funding round. Uzum explores London listing as it plans 2027 IPO, the papers. Uzum, Uzbekistan's first unicorn, has reportedly begun assessing several international stock exchanges, including London, for a potential listing in 2027. BingX secures ISO 27001 certification. Cryptocurrency exchange and Web3 AI company BingX has announced that it has obtained ISO IEC 27001 certification, an internationally recognized standard for information security management systems, ISMs. Chinese tech firms suspend Hong Kong's stablecoin initiatives. Several major Chinese technology firms have paused plans to launch stablecoins in Hong Kong following instructions from mainland authorities. Paxos mistakenly mints $300 trillion worth of PYUSD. Paxos, PayPal's crypto partner, has mistakenly minted $300 trillion worth of PYUSD in what the company calls a technical error. Heartland Bank and CNB merge in deal worth over $170 MLN. HBT Financial and CNB Bank shares have agreed to merge Heartland Bank and Trust Company. UK pension funds to back fintech startups. A consortium of 20 UK-based pension funds, asset managers, and asset owners is set to invest in the country's fintech sector. EBA 2026 heads to Copenhagen. Early bird registration now open. The European Payments and Transaction Banking Community will gather in Copenhagen on the 16th to the 17th of June for the 21st edition of EBA Day, the continent's leading summit for industry professionals. Hosted at the Bella Center, EBA Day 2026 promises 2 days of high-impact networking, strategic insight, and forward-looking discussion. Mexican fintech Plata sees valuation exceed $3 billion. Plata, a startup based in Mexico and founded by 3 former Tinkoff executives, has completed a $250 million fundraise. Japanese banks jointly launch stablecoin. 3 of the largest banks in Japan are joining forces for the launch of a unified stablecoin. Canada preps financial crime agency. Canada is setting up a financial crimes agency to take on a rising tide of online scams as part of a national anti-fraud strategy that will also require more action from banks. Zilch inks partnership with Plaid for open banking repayments. Consumer payments platform Zilch has entered into a collaboration with Plaid to integrate open banking as part of its repayment experience. Klarna's €8 BLN case against Google begins in Sweden. A Swedish court has opened hearings in a case brought by Klarna's price comparison subsidiary, PriceRunner, against Google. Coinbase acquires Echo for $375 million. Coinbase has acquired Echo, an on-chain platform supporting communities to invest together and offering founders more options for their capitalization table. TrueLayer to acquire open banking rival Zimpler. London-based payments network TrueLayer is set to expand its presence in Europe after striking an agreement to buy Nordic competitor Zimpler. Paymentology and Visa expand collaboration with new program. PaySend has announced that it has expanded its collaboration with Visa through a new program that is set to improve cross-border payments for merchants across North America. GR4VY partners with MasterCard for improved payment features. GR4VY, a cloud-based payment orchestration platform, has partnered with MasterCard to improve payment features for global merchants and platforms. Gcash reportedly delays IPO plans to late 2026. Gcash has reportedly moved its anticipated initial public offering, IPO, to the latter half of 2026 in Canada to establish new agency to mitigate financial crime and fraud. The Canadian Minister of Finance has announced the establishment of a new financial crime agency aimed at mitigating fraud and money laundering and recovering criminal proceeds. Coinbase buys crypto investment platform Echo. Coinbase has acquired crypto investment platform Echo for around $375 million in cash and stock. OpenAI hires Wall Street bankers to train AI in financial models. OpenAI has hired more than 100 former investment bankers to help train its AI to build financial models, according to Bloomberg. Fiserv, block turn to crypto. Settling transactions with digital currencies could save processors and merchants money on payments by cutting out bank and card network fees. Waller floats skinny Fed account. Federal Reserve Gov. Stablecoin risks abound. Bar. To make stablecoins viable, regulators implementing the Genius Act must impose protective guardrails. Federal Reserve Gov.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you want to dive deeper into any of the stories we talked about, just head over to the news section at baypayforum.com. We're here every day to keep you in the loop on what's happening in payments and fintech. I'm Lisa. Thanks again for watching, and I can't wait to catch up with you tomorrow for more updates. Stay curious. Stay ahead.